Most of you aren't subscribed. Make sure to conquer the subscribe button, as it helps out the channel. Without further ado, trekking along a sandy terrain heading to the holy capital, Ariane and Ark realize the abundance of wyverns swarming the skies, which makes using their own whispering fowls to communicate not an option. Dropping into a ditch, Ark begins conjuring mid-tier lightning spells, which ends up clearing the skies, as it scares away the wyverns. The only issue is that he hit Ariane and Ponta accidentally. Stopping at a bar, Ark apologizes, as he will give the gang a heads up next time he uses a powerful spell. Changing topics, Ariane shows Ark the route they'll be taking to head to the Empire, but Ark notices Ariane's sad expression, learning that enslaving elves in the Empire is not considered illegal, meaning Ariane will have to be cautious of her surroundings. Suddenly an elf by the name of Karsi introduces himself, asking if Ark was the one who scared off the wyverns earlier, but Ariane rushes to wrap Karsi up, fearing that a fellow elf may be in danger around humans. But the human bartender warmly greets Karsi, followed by several other men asking for Karsi to join them for a meal, which surprises Ariane. Sitting down, Karsi deduces that Ariane is a dark elf, only to state that humans and elves can coexist in peace, which triggers Ariane, as she talks about how humans for years have been capturing and torturing their kind. Karsi calms Ariane down, as he points out how she is currently traveling with a human Ark and Ponta, who are non-elves, which proves Karsi's point. Butting in, Ark wonders Karsi's reason for calling them over, learning that Karsi loves studying all types of creatures, but due to the creatures' dangerous tendencies, Karsi would like Ark and Ariane to help him study them. Refusing at first, Ariane eventually gives in, as Karsi offers to guide them to the Empire and that he'll provide them with intel on different sorts of creatures he's discovered. Agreeing to meet up in the morning, Ark pays for a room, giving the lovely host extra gold, if it means he can bring food up to his room. Seeing Ark's lovely armor, the host gives Ark a barrel of booze, for Ark's kind gesture. Heading to their room, Ark begins pouring Ariane and himself the booze, as they both indulge in the delectable taste, all whilst Ponta nibbles on an apple. Suddenly, Ark freezes up, realizing that Ariane is drunk, having only taken a couple sips of the booze. Completely drunk, Ariane begins speaking her mind, as she pounces on Ark, who tries to defuse the situation, but Ariane overpowers him, all through the night. The next morning, Ariane tells Ark to forget what happened last night, as the lovely host teases Ariane and Ark. Apologizing for being late, Karsi tells them that his friend will be tagging along, teasing the two for making such a ruckus last night. With two carriages heading out, Ariane looks terrible, being hungover, motion sick, and surrounded by a potent smell in the carriages. Revealed to be goblin corpses, Karsi states that they'll be luring out a sandworm, and that the goblins will help. Trying to help out, Karsi's friend passes Ark some tea to help Ariane with her hangover, grinning to put Ariane at ease. Still, Ariane remains quiet, uncomfortable being around humans, other than Ark. Nonetheless, Ariane sips on the tea, which slowly rejuvenates her, turning to thank Karsi's friend, only to see his funny grin. Asking more about the sandworm, Ark learns that most worms are 4 to 5 meters in length. They rest during the day only to come out to hunt during evenings and night. They are weak to fire, therefore, since the purpose of their expedition is to study the worms, Karsi recommends refraining from fires, as they intend to capture them. Amazed by Karsi's knowledge of creatures, Ariane suddenly notices one of their carriages missing, attempting to warn the gang, only for a massive sandworm to appear. As the creature attempts to attack Karsi's friend, Ariane rushes to his aid, igniting her blade, but is stunned when her fire does little to no effect. As the worm attempts to devour Ariane, Ark steps in, halting the worm's advances. Signaling for Ariane to get everyone to safety, Ark is forced to stall the worm for the time being. When he learns that everyone is safe, Ark shows off his strength, picking up the creature, and slamming it onto the ground. Unknowingly, Ark had destroyed a red band, latched onto the worm. Wrapping up the creature, and bringing it back, Karsi thanks the two for their hard work, dreading what would have happened without them. Handing the two their rewards as promised, Ariane suddenly questions Karsi's reason for living with humans. With a confident smile, Karsi states that although he had once hated humans just like Ariane, he had grown to love them, as they are just as caring to outsiders just like himself, believing that one day humans and elves can coexist. Additionally, Karsi mentions how a human noble in a nearby town wedded an elf, which Ariane can't believe, accusing the human of forcing the elf's hand. But Karsi reassures her that they are happy together, forcing Ariane to contemplate. As Ark and Ariane head off towards the Empire, Ariane defends her thinking, as she personally doesn't consider Ark a human, hence why she can get along with him so well. Cutting to a hidden location, we see an informant from the Empire, talking with a tattooed man, cuddling two girls. Talking about a mysterious deal between the Empire and the tattooed man begins talking about how his pet is always hungry, guiding his gang towards a pit, only to feed his pet, one of the girls, all whilst everyone else helplessly watches. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like and comment.